Dear Maroa Forsyth, today I have made the decision to write this letter or slash note to say thank you for everything in my first year here. Looking back at my sophomore year, even though it's not complete, this was still a crazy adventure. This is not just to the people at this high school either, it's also to this amazing community. Thanks to you guys, I have done stuff like 10 years ago I'd never thought of doing. I asked the head coach to be a football manager, the equipment manager. He said yes. In order to prepare for this, I had to watch Adam Sandler's movie Waterboy so many times. Mama said that alligators are on me because they got all them teeth in a toothbrush. Well, guess what? Mama's wrong again. Sorry, you have to watch Waterboy in order to understand that joke. Anyway, so first game against the North Mac Panthers, I learned two things that day. One, this would be the biggest pickle I got myself into. And two, bring a raincoat. Just bring a raincoat. Next time it rains really bad. Met a lot of great people here. Met the quarterback. Quarterback's a great guy. My boss slash the other manager, Big Damon, and got to meet him. He, not gonna lie, I mean, he was kind of hard to get along with at first, but at the end, you know, we were cool. YouTube channel started to take off a little bit. Somebody found out that I had this YouTube channel that you were watching on right now. Anyway, fast forward. Home opener versus the New Berlin Pretzels was one of my favorite games that we ever did. Had our first loss on us a couple weeks later versus Williamsville. Kind of got to dip my toe in that Maroa versus Williamsville rivalry a little bit. You know what? I don't need this note. I kind of memorized it by now. Homecoming was very fun. Got to meet. Was kind of closer to Dalton Torbert. Dalton, if you're watching, what's up? I was bad. Sorry. I was bad. Illinois is better. You know, they probably canceled the Big Ten tourney because Illinois would probably destroy Iowa. I don't know. But for those of you who don't know, he's an Iowa guy. But got to be closer to him. He had a really bad injury in the game before. He ended up in a wheelchair for a little bit, which absolutely sucks. I don't play football, and that's probably another reason why I don't play football. I don't want to end up in a wheelchair, or like Dalton did. But he's fine now. He's out of the wheelchair now. It's just he can't really run very well. So yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great now, but I don't think he'll be able to do sports for a very long time, which is really sad, especially since that he's a senior. Anyway, we had two big blowouts. First, Porta at homecoming, and then we went to play Riverton in their senior night. We blew them out as well, like 76-0. Anyway, and then we made the playoffs, lost to Auburn. I remember my favorite moment from football was probably, there's this one time me and Damon, we would take these hoses and we would set them up because this was how the football players would get their drinks, things of water, high quality H2O, except for it wasn't very high quality. In the first few, towards August, September, it was very warm. It was very nasty. It tasted nasty. But then towards when it got a little colder out, it started to get a little colder as well. Kind of followed the temperatures a little bit. But anyway, so we're setting these up. I'm setting in one of these up, and I don't know why. So I'm getting the hose in, and I'm turning it on, and it's stuck. I thought I was stuck, and then I pull it up, and then I got absolutely drenched. I was soaked. I was soaked in my pants. My not my face, my shirt was wet. It was supposed to get me in the face, which it did a really bad job at. And I'm just absolutely cold, and then I do it a second time, and I'm drenched again. And other players watching this were just laughing. It's like, Jay Wright, hey, why'd you do that? Hey. It was very funny. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was very funny. Went back inside. Thank God I had some dry clothes in my locker. Had to change into those. So yeah, turns out it wasn't stuck. It just wanted to be a female dog, to be a little nicer. Anyway, so we make playoffs, lose to Auburn. So what's next? Basketball. Basketball was next. Met the coach, had big Aaron Ennis, excuse me. I almost called him Hank Aaron. No, Hank Aaron's a retired baseball player. Aaron Ennis is a football, or not a football. Dang it. Well, he was a football player, but he was a basketball coach from Unity and Clinton and all that stuff. But met him. A friend of mine from Unity told me some stuff about him. Said that he had a good sense of humor, which he did. He was very laid back, which he was. And he was very similar to former White Sox manager Ozzie Guillen, which, yeah, he was a lot like Ozzie Guillen. Reminded me a lot like Ozzie Guillen, except for he didn't win us a World Series. But that's baseball. This is basketball. Not gonna lie, we weren't very great on paper. We weren't very great. Oh yeah, Coach Parks KP as well. KP was a great coach. Made a video with him, had like over 100 views. Doing pretty well, even though everybody in my comment section was like, damn, he traveled, and was telling me that he traveled. Yeah, I mean, hey man, it was a good video, it was a good shot. Okay. Anywho, so forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, we weren't very great, but we stuck with each other. We stuck with each other throughout all the good times, all the bad times, every early morning practice to every late night practice, every bus ride that took which most of them took like an hour to get home when we were playing New Berlin and North Mac again. I remember, I think when we played New Berlin, I was not having a good bus ride because I had to pee really, really bad. Thank God my bladder is it can hold urine very, very good, very good. Sorry, that's gross. Anyway, what's next? And then I had a few shots. First shot was a free throw. Second shot was kind of a layup, sort of, and then the other one was a 3 on the last game. Not gonna lie, that was probably my favorite shot, was the 3. And then, of course, still did YouTube. That was when the Joker laugh meme was born. Basically, what happened was, how it all started was when, well, to make a long story short, a lot of my teammates were trying to make me laugh, and then out of nowhere, the senior, yeah, he knows who he is too, started tickling me out of nowhere, and then I'm trying to defend myself. I was so uncomfortable. It's like, guys, stop it. And then he's like, and I slap him, and everybody's like, oh damn, he slapped you. Oh my God, that he slapped you. He slapped you like you were his ex-girlfriend or something. First of all, I wouldn't. Mama said, Ed, don't slap girls, or you go to jail. I try to be respectful to women, even the ones I don't really get along with. But after basketball came baseball. Not a lot's been happening. So and then this virus started, and then we got canceled. which really sucked because I was really looking forward to go back to baseball. And I didn't come back as a player though. I came back as kind of like a coach manager. I mean, I guess I'm kind of like a coach. I mean, if you look on our school website under baseball, you'll see that they have me as one of their coaches. I mean, why not? I mean, screw it. Why not? I'm a coach now. I'm coaching in high school old baseball players. Half of them don't even have a driver's license yet. Half of them have a driver's license, half of them don't. And so far it's been kind of fun. YouTube has gotten really big. I've been doing a lot of videos, doing online classwork, and yeah. Not gonna lie, ever since I've gotten here, this was probably one of the greatest fan bases here, some of the greatest communities here. Met some really great people. Took me in kind of similar to how a mama bird always nursing the baby bird back to health, or like an old man from Shawshank, nursing that baby crow back to health. I think it was a crow, but that. And just looking back at it, I never thought. I realized that I've never said thank you until now. Oh, for all this crazy support that I've been getting. Like and subscribe, and to the high school, to the whole Murrow Forsyth community. I'm gonna end this video saying 2 words. Thank you.